Welcome in, everyone, to today's Kids, Tomorrow's Stars. We are so glad that you could join us here virtually this evening. Now, tonight, you'll hear from this year's Youth of the Year. They've been up to some pretty amazing things.
The presentation of the Boys and Girls Club of Arizona Network's College Signing Day. Please rise for the national anthem, performed by Senior Airman Amanda Knutson and Senior Airman Heidi Knutson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Tonight's signing day will be hosted by two of our favorite sportscasters, Valley legend Mark Curtis from 12 News and Lisa Matthews, reporter with the Arizona Cardinals. Please give a warm welcome to our hosts.
Socializing? It's probably the first time I've ever, and last time I'll ever be introduced at State Farm Stadium.
Not for me, I'm sorry.
I know, not for you. It's a real honor to be here. Tonight, folks, this is the night that we've really all been waiting for. We want to thank, first of all, tonight's house band, JTM3. They'll be back a little bit later on tonight, and I hope you stick around because they've got some great things planned. This week, last couple of days, we have all been glued to the NFL draft, and tonight we will celebrate another signing day for outstanding Valley teens, which is the reason we're all out here. The sports world may have invented this whole idea, but tonight I think it takes on, and I think you'll agree, all new meaning for several of Arizona's best and brightest. Many of you have been wondering maybe where these outstanding teens will choose to take their talents. What school will they wind up going to? Well, tonight we will all leave satisfied having learned the destination of Arizona's top prospects, our 2021 Youth of the Year class, ladies and gentlemen. And what better place to do that than here at the home of the Arizona Cardinals as we prepare to honor the one and only Larry Fitzgerald. And yes, you can clap. I feel like this is the house that Larry built, so of course you're going to put your hands together. Today's kids and tomorrow's stars. That's why we're here. And tonight we are going to meet some real-life club stars. Their journey started many years ago. Some of these soon-to-be graduates joined the Boys and Girls Clubs when they were just 5 or 6 years old. We've been watching them transform into incredible young adults ready to take the next step in their lives.
Yeah, Mark, it's truly a pleasure to be here tonight. I have close connections with the Boys and Girls Club, so it's near and dear to my heart, including we'll hear incredible stories from these youth, some who are pretty new to the club, but experience its impact nonetheless. Tonight's top recruit, the Arizona State Youth of the Year, Vicente Cooks, only joined his branch 2 years ago.
Yeah, Vicente is incredible. He moved here from Chicago during high school. Imagine the talent of this young man. In just 2 years, he has made such a huge impact on the IG Homes branch. And tonight, many young people around the country are taking part in this same National College Signing Day. These events are held at high schools all across the country to celebrate the achievements of students and, more importantly, to recognize that they're graduating with a plan. These incredible young men and women all have their plans laid out for them. They know what they want to do. During this special evening, you'll hear what our Youth of the Year are planning to do as they sign on for their future.
Welcome to all of our studio and virtual guests tonight, supporters of the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley. Each and every one of you have come tonight to see the first Boys and Girls Club signing day, and we are excited to have you here as our studio audience. As we get started, let's take a moment and thank all of our sponsors who have made tonight possible. So let's start with the Youth of the Year sponsors. Of course, the Arizona Cardinals, Arizona Diamondbacks, Banner Health Systems, CIT, Crescent Crown, Insight Enterprises, Inc., Leslie's Pool, Steve and Mary Ortega, the Bob and Renee Parsons Foundation, Sands Chevrolet, Universal's Technical Institute, and Wells Fargo.
We want to take just a minute to recognize a couple of other VIPs that we have with us tonight, people who've taken time out of their busy schedule to support our youth. We have State Senator T.J. Shope, State Representative Reginald Bolding, and State Representative Cesar Chavez. We want to thank you for coming tonight. I know how much it means to our teens and to all of our guests here tonight. And Lisa, you and I have been covering the NFL draft for most of this past week.
Yes.
By the way, everybody happy with the Cardinals draft? Yes. I think all the college sports fans know that these signing day events where the best quarterback or point guard in high school sports announce their collegiate plans. And we've seen these signing day events with high school athletes around the country for years, seniors announcing where they plan to play their college sports. So, how was tonight's event different?
Well, yes, it's been a busy, busy week for sure with the NFL, but it's been exciting, somewhat tense. I love seeing how family and coaches and teachers all get involved. Now, this signing day is more important. These young stars are ready to make a commitment to their future and tell us what they plan to do after high school graduation. Tonight is accumulation of years of exploring, planning, dreaming, and maybe a little hesitation. We know about that. It's a big decision, and each of these future leaders tonight will commit to themselves that they are on a path of education.
I just want to point out that this beautiful young lady is a homegrown talent, born and raised in the Valley, and has become such a huge part of the Cardinals' success and what they do here in the stadium. So congratulations for all of your success.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
College Signing Day has become, as many of you know, just an absolute national phenomenon. It started back in 2008 with a national campaign, Better Make Room, when First Lady Michelle Obama wanted to highlight talented students who were ready to declare their intentions, their plans, after they graduated high school. The national campaign is inclusive. It celebrates all teens who are declaring their plans to attend college, pursue a technical degree, join the workforce, or maybe do a year of service to enter the military.
Mark, did you know that the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley provides additional and specialized support through their college and career readiness manager and multiple case managers? They have the right team in place to help these recruits and put them on the right path. They continue their support for as long as they are pursuing their educational goals.
And it's tough to know how to apply for scholarships and ask for help. If you've, as a parent, been through this process, we know that you know how complicated and intricate it can be. I went through it with my 3 kids, all of them proud Sun Devils, go ASU. Most of the standouts are the first in their families to pursue any post-secondary education. And Lisa, I know that our stars are here in the building and they're getting ready. I heard them getting pumped back in the locker room. It's a lot of pressure on them, maybe a little bit nervous to come on this stage and open their hearts to all of you, in front of all of you, and share their dreams.
Yeah, Mark, it's so true. We forget that while these rising stars have accomplished so much already, they're still only teenagers, 16 and 17 years old. I'm just in awe of what they've accomplished thus far this year.
They all have incredible and inspiring stories to share. So let's get to it. Let's meet our Boys and Girls Club's Youth of the Year, the class of 2021.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
Please welcome Vakente Cooks, IG Homes Branch Central High School. Dylan Henninger, Superstition Mountain Branch Skyline High School. Jahari Herring, Bob and Renee Parsons Branch Sonoran High School. Amaya Jones, Lewis and Elizabeth Sands Deer Valley High School. Hunter Lowry, Spencer D. and Mary Jane Stewart Branch Trevor G. Brown High School. Ricardo Martinez, Jerry and Helen Wisotsky Branch Peoria High School. Gabriel Mata, Ed Robeson Family Branch North Canyon High School. David Richardson, Bob Beauvais, a Thornwood Legacy, Agua Fria High School.
You know, I'm not sure if they heard your applause. Could we give them one more round of applause? Thank you. I know they appreciate it. We let you guys get some pictures. What a good-looking group. David? I know you have worked very hard to get here. Tell us a little bit about what the past year has been like for you.
Getting up on Saturday mornings has definitely been a sacrifice, but after getting to know these individuals, learning their stories, and listening to what their goals are, it's been a special experience.
Have you just the essence of what this group is about? I'm sure it's going to stick with you for a long time.
Yes, definitely it will. These are very hardworking individuals, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, very nice. David, thank you. Congratulations. Gabriel, congratulations. How about for you? Can you share a little bit of your story and what the last year has been like for you?
We were lucky because our club staff had a plan. Every meeting we held, there was temperature checks and social distancing enforced. We missed on some YOY team building outings, but we still bonded and built friendships.
I think people probably don't understand what the pandemic is like for a young person. I know what it's like for an old guy like me. But when you're young and you want to get out and you have things to do and you're planning your future, how tough was that?
It was pretty tough because I like going out and trying new things with my friends and chilling with them.
All right, congratulations. Jahari, congratulations, man. You've come a long way. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
So my journey was pretty hard. You know, with the speech and everything and the Toastmasters, they helped us out a lot with our public speaking, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to take that with me in my future.
Yeah, you worked very hard with the Toastmasters, I know. Tell me how that experience changed your life.
That changed me a lot because I'm relatively a quiet person, and the Toastmasters really helped me speak up and talk with more confidence and more oomph to my voice. So, yeah.
Jahari, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Where's Dylan? Dylan, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Are you excited about tonight?
Definitely.
Tell us a little bit about your plans.
Well,
How has the Youth of the Year impacted you?
it's impacted me in many ways. For one, I'm much more comfortable in crowds like this. 2 years ago, when I wasn't a Youth of the Year, I would have problems with just giving a presentation in my classroom, so this is really helpful for being able to speak out loud to multiple people.
Yeah. By the way, folks, two-time Youth of the Year right here, so congratulations on that. What's going to be your best memory, your lasting memory?
Best memory is...
Is there something that sticks out?
I would just say the people you get to make, that would be a memory. So it's hard to describe, but I say the memory is that you're able to meet all these people and learn about them and get to know a bit about their experience through life and all the struggles they have. And I think that's really cool, and I think that will stick to me, you know, what I've learned with these people and from them.
Well, congratulations, Dylan. And finally, Ricardo. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Good. Listen, you have been really involved with a lot of the volunteer programs. Can you share how that impacted you and how it stood out to you?
Of course. Being involved in more of the community service programs has really helped me grow into a person I am today. I was very shy and very timid, and although I wanted to help other people, I was too scared to do that. And going to the club helped me break out of that shell.
You seem like a very poised young man. What are some of the memories of the Boys and Girls Clubs going to be? What sticks out in your mind as you take this next step?
So I went to the club for 12 years now, and over the years I have completed community service through Coach Club and Keystone. One of the community service events that we did was with my Keystone Club, and we granted a wish to a hospice care patient and took him and his family to the Phoenix Symphony. Being able to fulfill someone's dream like that in their last final weeks of their life was very fulfilling.
I'm sure that that meant so much to that person's family, so thank you for your good work, and congratulations to all of our youth here. And lots of success. A nice hand for them, please.
Wow, Mark, what incredible stories. Each and every one of our Youth of the Year have already done so much. There are some incredible recruits that we have out here. There must be a lot of opportunities out there that these students are hoping that they will receive. Well, the Boys and Girls Clubs has a special history in this stadium. 3 years ago, the entire 2019 Youth of the Year group were invited to a Beyonce and Jay-Z concert, the On the Run 2 tour. That night, 12 Youth of the Years came out for the concert of the year and a life-changing announcement. Do you remember this, Mark?
I
It's
do.
huge news here in the Valley. Beyonce and Jay-Z's foundation selected 10 outstanding students around the country and gave them each a $100,000 scholarship during their concert. Let's take a look back.
The 1-2 scholarship goes to
Michaela Lowry. Michaela, what's up?
A life-changing concert for a senior at Trevor Brown High School.
Michaela Lowry thought she was going to see Jay-Z and Beyonce on Wednesday as a reward for all of her hard work at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, and she did, but that's just part of it. The big surprise, a $100,000 college scholarship.
Team 12's Ryan Cody caught up with her today, and boy, really, it's not an overstatement to say it's a life-changing experience.
Yeah, I mean, today is the first day of the rest of her life. I mean, this opens doors for Michaela she didn't think were ever going to be possible. Now the world is at her fingertips, all thanks to Jay-Z, Beyonce, and all that hard work.
Boys and Girls Club, where you at?
DJ Khaled announcing the winner of a $100,000 college scholarship.
With a 3.7 GPA.
And for Michaela Lowry, it's starting to seem possible.
A future marine biologist.
Then, surreal.
Keystone Vice President.
Even her friends realizing what's about to happen. And now it's obvious.
On the 1-2 scholarship goes to. Is it Michaela? You gonna be my friend? Michaela Lowry. Michaela, what's up?
Fast forward a day, and after a long night, the star of the show is a little behind on her homework.
I take my education very seriously.
But it's that mentality and her hard work that's now paying off.
Why do I keep doing all this? And I'm like, everything will pay off in the end. Just don't give up, keep going.
Her mother, Chantel.
Of course, this was well more than a payoff I thought she would ever get, but
This is opening new doors for her. So.
I am so
love
happy for her. We had her on the 4 o'clock today, and she just seems like just a great, great young lady.
Beyond her years, she's so down to earth.
All right, well, good luck to her.
Thanks, Ryan. All right, Michaela is with us here on the stage. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Now, I know you might have thought I was DJ Khaled when you first came out,
Right.
but I have lost a little bit of weight.
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you. What's it like to be back here, and how has that scholarship changed your life?
I still can't believe it. I remember coming out here with all of my youth of the years, and we just came. We were really excited for the concert, and we were actually right here on the floor, like where you guys are all at right now. We were super close, like parts of the show would just go right over our heads. And then DJ Khaled started talking about a scholarship that Beyonce and Jay-Z were doing, and then he mentioned the Boys and Girls Clubs, and as soon as he started talking about like my grades and my career interests, I started to shake a little bit because I was like, this can't be real. And yeah, it was crazy. It was a total surprise to me. I had no idea. And then they took me back to go upstairs to call my mom, and that's what I remember the most, because right when I called her, she had already knew about it because her friends on Facebook started messaging her.
So her phone was blowing up.
Yes. So we were both just in total shock, and now that I think about it, it's like such a huge relief for my mom and I, because I have 2 younger brothers, and she's always wanted us to go to college because she never had the opportunity to when she was younger. And so it's always like been the dream for us. And in 1 minute, everything changed and it was possible.
All right, Michaela, I have to ask, what was it like meeting Queen Bee?
It was I thought I was gonna be way more like nervous. I don't think I was though, because they were like, all right, don't freak out. And I was like, okay, I'll try. And I think it's because of like, I was in shock. I was just like, there's no way this is happening, so I was kind of like mellowed out, but they were super nice, super great people.
Well, it's been great just getting to know you all day today. We got here at 12. We had a lot of time to spend together, and it sounds like you will be the first of those scholars here tonight to complete college. Tell us a little bit about your story and what you're doing now.
Yes, so I'm going to be a senior at Grand Canyon University, and thanks to some community college classes that I took during high school, I'm going to be graduating next April, and I will be class of 2022.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is so awesome. All right, well, I know that your hard work has definitely paid off, and I want you to do the honors of introducing our very first Youth of the Year prospect.
I'm so excited to be back at STARS this year. I remember how much this event had meant to me when I was Youth of the Year in 2019. So tonight I am honored to introduce you to my brother, Hunter Lowry. He is the 2021 Youth of the Year from our club, the Stewart branch. And Hunter is getting ready to graduate Trevor Brown High School in just a few days. He's not really one to brag about himself, but I can as his older sister. Hunter's senior class president, and he's going to be graduating with the 4.0 GPA. Tonight will be good practice for him as he prepares to speak at his graduation ceremony. He's an inspiration to my club and to me. Please welcome to the stage tonight's first Youth of the Year, my brother, Hunter Lowry.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hunter Lowry, and I am the 2021 Youth of the Year for the Spencer D. and Mary Jane Stewart branch. Quick question. Do you guys like games? Well, I love them. Even puzzles are pretty fun. In fact, my life is just like an 1,000-piece puzzle. Some pieces may not be as pretty as others, but every piece is just as important. There's a very cloudy part to my puzzle of life. When I was 5 years old, I realized my parents weren't getting along. My dad was an alcoholic, and he couldn't control it. They ended up getting divorced when I was 6, and for a while, my dad kept trying to take my siblings and I away from my mom. But after running into some trouble, he moved away. This left me and my siblings confused and lonely. On January 19th, 2015, he was drunk, jaywalking, hit by a car, and pronounced dead at 6:36 p.m. There's always been an empty hole in my family since then. When I look back to when my dad moved, it left my mom to raise and support my siblings and I, which wasn't easy. In 2008, I was enrolled at the Boys and Girls Club, which is where I gathered the foundation to my puzzle. The club was my first home that gave me all the building blocks for my future. I was able to express my musical talent and be with family and stomp, focus in during robotics, and even found my own form of therapy in basketball. The club also gifted me with the best role models. One in particular, though, was the former teen specialist at Stewart, Gavis Cisneros. Gavis led me in the right direction when I was at my lowest points, and he went out of his way to make our Stewart family great. And the relationship I have with him is something that I will always cherish. Having these role models growing up really inspired me to want to give back to my community. Over the years, I have coached and officiated basketball and flag football games, and I've volunteered over 1,500 hours with various organizations around the valley. At the heart of it, I love helping people. After high school, I'm going to attend GCU and get my teaching degree to become a varsity basketball coach to inspire young student athletes. I know I would not be where I'm at today without these role models guiding me. I've always been about giving back, and I have always had satisfaction with other people's success. But me, I don't want to make a difference. I want to be the difference. With that being said, I could start to see the picture in the puzzle of where I'm going. I'm senior class president, I have a 4.0 GPA, and I was even nominated for a statewide student council position. I was a kid when I first came to the club, and I'm proud to be a man when I leave. But I cannot say I'm finished just yet. While the club represents the foundation to my puzzle, I still need to fill the heart of the puzzle, what makes my picture come to life. That's my picture. It's going to make my picture come to life in the coming fall and on for the rest of my life. My name is Hunter Lowry, and I'm ready for my continuing journey. Thank you.
What is a Youth of the Year? It's the Boys and Girls Club's highest honor, celebrated each year at regional and national events with impactful and inspirational moments.
I'm a huge supporter of Boys and Girls Clubs of America.
Each event is one step closer to the national title.
And thanks to you, 4 million kids each year are inspired and empowered to become tomorrow's champions of youth.
Without the support of my club and without that incredible, attentive instructor, I may not have found ballet.
We will reach more people than ever, virtually.
You have my ear, you have my heart. These children are our future.
I'm just so thankful because I would be nowhere near the person I am today without the Boys and Girls Club.
Join us.
I am a certified Zumba instructor.
Well, me too. Wow. Let's do a class up here. How about that? Well, the funny story is I'm actually taught Zumba at the Boys and Girls Club in Guadalupe for almost 10 years. So I know a lot about the branch there. I remember back in those days seeing all of the hard work that the Youth of the Year put in, the directors, everyone just caring about the community, and of course, the children there.
I am very impressed with the number of hours that you put in doing Zumba.
Yes.
That you put in at the Boys and Girls Club, and also the number of hours that Hunter has already given back to our community. I'm ashamed to say that I don't think that I gave back the way that Hunter did it or that you did when I was a teenager. I was kind of a slacker.
I was a straight A student, I have to admit.
All right, rub it in, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, giving back is one of the core elements of the Boys and Girls Club's program. From an early age, kids join Torch Club, and then they move into Keystone, where they take on community and club service. It helps kids see how they can be a community leader and develop a real sense of connection for their neighborhood.
I will tell you, we talk about this in our newsroom at 12 News quite a bit, how Arizona, and it's frustrating how Arizona can lose top talent to bigger cities when they move away for jobs or for school. We need to keep the best and the brightest here in Arizona, and volunteering can probably help develop that strong sense of community and connection that we all need.
Exactly. And this year, the clubs weren't able to do the programs in the same way, the same dynamic, obviously, with the pandemic, but they have been open every single day during the pandemic. Did you know that?
I think, yeah, I think we've all felt a little bit claustrophobic during the pandemic. Schools and businesses were closing, and kids of working parents, think about this, even pre-pandemic didn't have a place to go. So who stepped up? Boys and Girls Clubs. They stepped up around the state when we needed them the most. The people that would nurture and develop and protect our kids when the parents couldn't be home. And now that we're getting close to the summer, are they doing anything new?
Well, that's a great question. They are reimagining their summer programs now to meet kids where they are. After a year of online school, distant learning, and just getting through this time, I think we all know that the students have lost a little bit on the academic front. So this summer, the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley is launching a program called LEAP, Learn, Engage, Achieve, and Progress. This enrichment program is for all club members ages 5 through 18, and it will address the learning loss and social emotional gap that club youth have experienced this past year. One of the programs I was excited to hear about most was their plans for the teens. They will participate in the Take the Lead program that connects them to local community issues and develop a plan to help address it. Those members will earn community service hours and reconnect to other youth and adults that have been missing, especially this year.
So during the pandemic, all of the people in the upper echelon have been working hard, and they have big plans for the summer programs. And it's more than just sort of a summer camp situation. They're investing in the kids, knowing the damage that the pandemic has wreaked on these kids, mentally, socially, and in every other way. And the goal is to try to get them all back on track.
Yeah, that's what tonight actually is all about. Let's meet our next Youth of the Year. This year's standouts are unique in so many ways, but this was the first year that I can remember where we only had one young woman on the team, and she's simply amazing in so many ways, Mark.
She, in every way possible, ladies and gentlemen, is a top recruit. Let's meet Amaya Jones from the Lewis and Elizabeth Sands branch. A couple of months back, Amaya had the opportunity to apply for a very special scholarship created by Renee Parsons. And if you don't know the name, I'm a little surprised because Renee and her husband Bob do so much for the Valley. She's the co-founder of the Bob and Renee Parsons Foundation and the president and executive creative director of PXG Apparel. If you're a golfer in the room, you should check it out. It's good stuff. Just top of the line quality material. Her award is called the Renee Parsons Girls Leadership Award. It recognizes girls who have demonstrated 3 fundamental leadership qualities: collaboration, assertiveness, and empathy. And this award also focuses on young women who are outstanding academically. They hit the books. And women who not only do the academics well, but they have time and find time to give back to the community. So let's take a look at Amaya's interview for the award.
What, if you were to receive this scholarship, what kind of impact do you think that would have for you and your immediate life plans?
I mean, right now, definitely financially, it would help a great amount. You know, my family taking that weight off. But for me, I feel like getting this award from you, you know, a successful woman, a leadership award for women, means a lot to me. Thinking about, like, with my Girl Scouts and everything I did, and working in different programs at the Boys and Girls Club that were all for women, to me, it's like I'm doing something and people are seeing it and getting noticed.
So I do have a confession to make. I'm actually not interviewing you today for the award. You've actually won the Excellence Award. So congratulations. So you have, as I said earlier, up to $40,000 to use towards your education over the next 4 years.
Thank you.
So I think we surprised you based on your reaction.
Thank you so much.
I think there's a box there. It's our pleasure. You've earned it, you deserve it, and I just am so excited to meet you and to see what you accomplished. Hi, Mom. Is that Mom?
So much. Oh my goodness. You did it, Bo.
Congratulations.
I guess your mom was proud.
Yeah. I'm gonna cry right now. Let me stop. Oh, it's on.
All right, folks, please welcome this beautiful young lady in every possible way who gives back to her community, is a great student. Please welcome Amaya.
Amaya, you're making me emotional over here. Where are these emotions coming from? What hit you when watching your video up there?
Kind of just the realization of like everything that's happened so far, and rewatching that and thinking back, like that was one of the best opportunities I've ever had in my life. And I'm forever grateful to Miss Renee Parsons for that award. I don't know what I would do without it, honestly.
I saw Mom come out and hug you. What will you take with you probably for the rest of your life from that moment?
Honestly, that what I'm doing matters, you know? For me, God, I'm sorry. For me, working with younger girls and being able to help them and inspire them has always been a dream of mine and a goal of mine, to help young women. And getting this award means that I'm doing that I'm helping them, that people are noticing that. And that's all that I've ever wanted, and I'm forever grateful for that.
That's amazing. Congratulations to you.
Where did you get your strength?
My strength? Honestly, from that woman you saw in that video.
Mom?
My mom. She's been my rock my whole life.
What's her name?
Tasha. My mom?
Yeah.
Tasha Jones. She's here somewhere. She's volunteering.
Wherever you are, thank you for your great work on this young lady. She sparkles.
Literally, look at her dress.
Yes.
Beautiful.
In every way. Thank you so much and congratulations. We are so excited to hear from you tonight.
Thank you. All right. When I was younger, I dreamed of being a princess and wearing my princess dress and waking up in a big castle and eating all the food I wanted and doing whatever I wanted. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amaya Jones, and I'm the 2021 Youth of the Year for the Luis and Elizabeth Sands branch. Growing up, I struggled with finding myself. I suffered with a lot of identity issues, and
I suffered with a lot of identity issues, and I wanted to be like everyone around me. Growing up, there weren't very many people that looked like me, and I wanted to be like everyone else. I became deeply depressed with myself at a very young age, and I just wanted to fit in. My mom and my Nana owned a daycare, and in that daycare, I grew up there. At home, our daycare was in our garage. So growing up there at home, I didn't really meet a lot of people. So when my mom decided to close the daycare after the passing of my Nana, I got signed up for the Boys and Girls Club, and I'm not gonna lie, I was really scared in the beginning. I didn't know who I was gonna meet or if people would even want to talk to me. But to my surprise, everyone wanted to talk to me. People wanted to get to know me, and I've never experienced that before. They wanted to know me, the real me. And that is something that I will always take with me. The club helped me and shaped me into what I am today, and for that I am forever grateful. Being a part of the Boys and Girls Club and doing different opportunities like joining Keystone and Leaders in Training, where we would help out the younger kids, brought me closer and helped me figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And I'm going to University of Arizona to study veterinary science. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And honestly, I don't think I could have figured that out without the Boys and Girls Club. It was on some little adventure I was on with my friends where we saw this little litter of cats and we decided that we wanted to help them. And I had always loved animals, but then it just clicked for me that this is what I wanted to do. And that's all thanks to the Boys and Girls Club. I have a little sister at home, and I hope that if she's watching, that she sees me and she knows that she can do this too. And that goes for all the young girls. And I just want to thank you guys so much for having me speak to you guys, and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amaya Jones. That's why we're here tonight, to see the development of beautiful young people, to see them blossom. And they can't blossom without your help, and that's why the auction's important, and you being here is so important, because it helps make the Amaya Jones of Arizona. It enables them to achieve their dreams. So thanks to all of you for your continued support of the Boys and Girls Clubs. And I know that we're all excited to hear about the Youth of the Year and who they will choose as their future. But first, like any good organization, they've got the developmental leagues. They've got the young up-and-comers. So let's meet some of the kids coming up through the club ranks.
Well, yeah, I've seen these kids up close. They start coming to the club when they're just 5 or 6 years old. They come in from school, they do their homework, they play sports, they get involved in the community. Now, many of these club kids spend more time there than their home and even at school. I taught classes there and I got to see how dedicated the staff was to developing talent for the future. We were always talking to the kids about their future. In fact, Boys and Girls Clubs have programs designed to get kids thinking about their future plans, starting when they're just 8 years old.
All right, so first of all, thank you for teaching there. But I can't believe they start as young as 8.
Yeah, they're coming in there after school, having their snacks, playing video games. It's another home for them.
That's unbelievable. And I'm guessing that you see kids who are having good days and bad days, too.
That's very true. Club kids and staff start talking about careers and pathways when they are still very young. They talk about how someday they want to have jobs and careers and plan for the future. For example, while kids are learning to code, staff members talk about how to write video games, something I would never understand, or be a programmer.
Me either, don't
or
feel
an
bad.
engineer. Yeah, I think we picked the right profession here. When the Arizona Science Center visits, they talk about all kinds of jobs that they can get into in the field of science, including working at the museum.
Which is absolutely incredible. It sounds like they're trying to connect talent with interest, and when you connect a kid with their interest and their talent, it's better for all of us in our state because we create a future workforce. I remember, to be honest with you, Lisa, looking back, meeting some firefighters and police officers that would come into our schools to speak. And back in those days, back in the 20s,
Back in those days.
back in the 20s and 30s, they were our heroes. And then the light bulb finally went on for me because a newscaster came and spoke.
Wow.
And I don't know if that ever happened to you, but for me, that was kind of when the light bulb went off, and you know, it matched up, and it sort of enlightened me to something that I wanted to do. So, and that's the way we sort of have tried to raise our kids, to find their passion, to pursue their talent, and we always set that expectation that they would graduate with some sort of an idea, with some sort of a plan. If someone came up to them and said, what do you want to do, what's your goal, they would have an answer for that. Even if they changed it 100 times, at least they would have
there's a plan.
A plan. And it could be to join the military, get a job, maybe do a year of service to our country in some way, but they needed a plan after graduation to get started on the pathway to a career. So tonight is signing day. All of you are a part of this. It's about this year's Youth of the Year, but the clubs have a long roster of kids that we will see on this stage, no doubt, in the future. Let's take a look at some of the kids we have coming up through the clubs and see what they're thinking about.
My name is April and I go to Sanborn Elementary. My mom just signed me up for football and I'm the wide receiver. When I grow up, I'm going to be a football player. When I graduate, I'm going to the University of Arizona. I'm Maxwell and I go to 3rd grade at Sanborn Elementary. I'm a compadre and my favorite thing at the club is the gym. I plan to graduate of high school in 2030. I'm Maxwell and I want to go to ASU. My name is Layla and I go to Sanborn Elementary. My favorite thing at the club is the art room. When I grow up, I want to be a teacher just like Miss Sally. I'm going to study education at Grand Canyon University. Go Lopes! My name is Lily and I go to Liberty. I'm a 3rd grader and I go to Liberty Elementary School. I'm a Liberty Belle. Why I want to be a marine biologist is because I want to help animals. Like my dad, I'm going to U of A to study marine biology. Bear down!
Hi, my name is Lummi and I go to the Grant Woods Club. I'm 10 years old and I'm in the 5th grade at Mesa Arts Academy. When I grow up, I really want to be an actress. After I graduate from high school, I'm going to go to Arizona State University.
My name is Owen and I go to Madison Simus. I want to graduate from high school in 2032. I'm really good at math, science, and art. When I grow up, I'm going to join the Navy.
My name is Violetta. I've been a member at the Chandler Compadres Club since I was in kindergarten. I'm in the class of 2027. I'm going to go to Grand Canyon University to become a nurse.
All right, so we are, would you say that we're in good hands with these future kids that are coming up? They all have a plan. They all have an idea. We've got some Sun Devils. We've got some Wildcats. We've got some GCU Lopes. We have some that are going to serve our country in the Navy. It's absolutely terrific. And who knows, maybe athletically we might have, although it's a really high bar, maybe we'll have the next Fitz coming up through one of our clubs. Did you know that growing up, Fitz was actually a club kid in Minneapolis? Can you seriously, can you imagine playing against Larry Fitzgerald if you're a kid?
Yeah, no. I wouldn't want to go up against that guy. Nope. Well, he clearly stayed true to those club values of health, community service, career pathways, and academic success. Let's welcome to our stage tonight's honoree, Mr. Larry Fitzgerald.
You don't age a day, man.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Love you.
We usually armbar at the facility, Larry. What was that about? Well, before we begin, we have someone who wants to say a special something to you. Look up at the jumper board.
Good evening. Larry, I'm honored to be among those congratulating you tonight on receiving the prestigious Heart of a Champion Award from the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley. It's fitting that this event is taking place at State Farm Stadium, where you have created so many amazing and unforgettable memories, not only for Cardinals fans, but for all of us who love the National Football League. Across the NFL, our players do so much within their communities, but when it comes time to giving back, you truly represent the best of the best. As a past recipient of Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, you are the gold standard and a model for future generations to follow. I also know that the foundation of your character and success was established at an early age thanks first to your parents and also to the influence of the Boys and Girls Clubs in Minneapolis. I know how positively that experience impacted you, just as Boys and Girls Club of the Valley has shaped thousands of young people in Arizona. The work is extraordinary, and so are the results, as evidenced by the 8 remarkable individuals being honored tonight as Youth of the Year. Larry, we are grateful to you for the example you have set that teaches all of us what a champion really looks like. Congratulations again, and enjoy the evening.
Well, thanks to our Commissioner, Roger Goodell. Larry, welcome. Let me be the first, or really the second one, to say congratulations. What an honor it is to be here with you tonight. And the Commissioner is so right. I think we all do a lot of cheering for you on the football field, but even more so what you do in the community, off the field, for our children. Now, do you remember, taking a little back for you, being a club kid and have any special memories?
Yeah, I do. It was a lot of fond memories. I was only a club kid for 2 years, and we moved away from the location we were at, and so I went to a different after-school program. But I just remember the competitive spirit of everybody at the club, you know, from the ping pong games and the basketball games, and shooting pool, and the camaraderie that you built, the working on my academics, you know, making sure that we did that, took care of that first, but then we can go out and enjoy some of the activities, and just some of the relationships that I, you know, built over the years that started there. You know, I talked to one of my longtime friends, Alan Anderson, played in the NBA for many years, and we met first at the Boys and Girls Club and developed a lifelong bond. Now our 2 oldest sons are both 13 years old, and so I mean we had a unique bond, and it's grown from that point on. And so there's so many fabulous memories, and just the leadership there. You know, you could always tell that they really cared about you as the person. They were doing everything they could to inspire you to, you know, look at the world as a place that you could help and go out and I could believe they wanted to instill the belief that I could do anything I put my mind to, and I remember those lessons being taught to me at an early age.
I never had the pleasure of getting to know your mom, but I definitely know your dad because I used to work in Minneapolis. And one of my regrets is that I didn't get to cover you when you were in high school there. But I'm wondering what seeds the Boys and Girls Clubs were able to plant in you in your time away from your folks.
Well, it was just a belief in myself that I could achieve, you know, because I struggled a little bit in school, and when I would go, you know, they would always tell me, Larry, it's not your ability not to be able to do, to be able to comprehend what you have to do. It's the lack of energy and passion you're putting towards getting the process done. And so, you know, they would always instill the values that that were so instrumental to, you know, having success. And I remember those lessons being taught.
Yeah. Well, look around, man. This is the house that you built. There are so many memories in this building.
No, Michael Bidwell built the house. Wherever he's at, he built it. He gave me the opportunity to play in there. So that was great.
And I will tell you that Michael did a great thing both on and off the field when he brought Larry Fitzgerald to the Valley. And I'm just wondering, before we take a look at some of your highlights, what in this building will stand out to you one day when you step away?
Well, I know I got here in 2004 draft, and many people talk about it being, you know, on the field, one of the better drafts that we had, but there's 2 men that I want to recognize who came in that same class with me that are still with the Arizona Cardinals, and Mark Dalton and Steve Ryan, who's a board member here. the Boys and Girls Club. You know, I came in as a 20-year-old snotty-nosed kid, and those two, man, they took turns rounding me out and helping me along the way. I remember me and Mark, you know, we didn't get along very well initially, and he stayed on me, and now, you know, he's, you know, one of my closest friends in the world, and Steve has been instrumental in, I mean, the naming rights of the stadium, State Farm, University of Phoenix. Before he was a part of all of that, and you know, he's been instrumental to the organization. Those two have been great. So the 2004 class was great on and off the field. But if there was one memory I would say that really sticks out is, you know, standing on that podium after winning the NFC Championship game, and you know, the banner up there still brings back great memories. And seeing the big smile from Mr. Bidwell holding that trophy with Bertrand Berry, and so that's probably one of my most fond memories in this building.
Well, we want to see another one.
Yeah, that would be great.
And there's one that's not up there that we want to see too.
What's that? Championship, right?
Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if there's one person in my lifetime that I want to see get a Super Bowl ring, it's this guy. There's no one that deserves it more than Larry Fitzgerald. Let's take a look, ladies and gentlemen, at some of our favorite memories of the one and only Larry Fitzgerald.
Caught at the 5, heading for the pylon, Larry Fitzgerald! Diving attempt by Fitz, did he catch it? He did! Larry Fitzgerald, the Hall of Famer, may have just saved the day for the Cardinals.
Larry is just unbelievable.
The biggest thing is just consistency on the field, you know, being the same guy every day, and, you know, off the field, just so many things. And just how to carry yourself in the community, how to affect the community, making sure that you show how high character you are.
You know, you get the ball to 11, and it just energizes the team. You could see it, can't you?
Absolutely.
Legend. Telling you, that is big time. Larry batted the ball with one hand to himself.
And it's a pitch to Fitz, running straight ahead into the end zone. The shovel pass for the touchdown of the win. The Cardinals advance. Falling backwards with a defender screening him. He probably can't even see the ball until it hits him in his hands. He turns upfield at the 45, at the 40, 35, stiff arms 30, 25, 20, Fitz to the near side 10, to the 5 and tackled there. A catch made by Fitz at the 15, runs left to the 10, to the 5, dives to the end zone, touchdown.
He gets his hands on it, it's over. Doesn't matter if somebody's hanging off his shoulder pad, over his helmet. Doesn't matter. Larry's going to catch the ball.
Fires over the middle of the fence. He caught it. He's in the end zone. It's a touchdown. Larry Legend.
No matter what you decide to do, I just want you to know how much you have meant to all of us here in the Valley, both on the field and off the field.
Thank you.
You are a true inspiration to so many, in so many ways.
Thank you.
Love you, man.
Thank you.
I really do. I want you to take us back to your signing day and your memories.
Well, it took a little longer than I expected, but you know, we were able to, me and Rod Graves and my agent were able to work it out, and I got to camp a little bit late, and you know, the memory that I had from my first day at training camp, and Adrian Wilson, who's working in our front office and has his name here up in the Ring of Honor, was a great, tremendous leader for us for many, many years, team captain, wonderful safety. One of our coaches told him, you need to let Fitz know this is not college anymore. You need to send a message to him. Let him know this is a different game, right? And so halfway through practice, I had a couple catches. I'm starting to kind of build my confidence, and I run across the middle, and Adrian just decapitates me, knocks my helmet off. My nose is bleeding. And I'm like, I didn't know the drill was live. He said, it's live for you, rookie. It's live for you. And so, you know, it was kind of like my introduction, and, you know, we became really close after that. But, you know, that was something I always remember up there in Flagstaff. I missed those days up there in Flag. That was a good time.
I think we all love Flag.
Yeah.
What about as a kid when you were transitioning from high school to college? What do you remember from your signing day for Pitt?
Well, it was great. It was, you know, a time I got a chance to spend with my mom and my dad, my brother. I remember signing it over, and you guys don't even know what a fax machine is, but there was this machine that you would send a paper through, and it would send it to another. Like you guys don't understand that.
They don't get it.
For everybody older, you guys know what a fax machine is. So we faxed it off the letter of intent to University of Pittsburgh, and played there for 2 seasons before I got here. And actually, to be honest with you, the jump from high school to college was so much harder for me because, you know, I grew up in Minnesota, you know, metropolitan areas, maybe, you know, 500,000-600,000 people. I played at a Division II school, so I had a graduating class of maybe 80 kids. You know, I played in a really low division, and so I didn't really play against the best of the competition-wise. And when I got to college, like, the guys were, you know, had beards and they had kids. And I'm like, these guys are strong, and we had 3 practices a day. I remember after like the second day, I called my dad, and I was like, Dad, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. And he just hung up on me, you know. And I'm like, man, that's a vote of confidence from a parent, you know. Like just shut up and get back to work. And I don't want to hear any excuses, you know. And so he had a way of kicking me into gear. But it was a great day, the signing day, to be able to spend it with my family and be able to live a lifetime dream of being able to go and do something I really enjoyed.
Your dad's a good man. He was always very kind to me when I was a very young sports reporter back in Minneapolis.
Yeah, he's probably much more kind to you than he was to me. He ruled with an iron fist. It was not a democracy. It was definitely a dictatorship with the Fitzgerald household.
Hey, it got you here.
Yeah.
Well, coming off the draft weekend, obviously, is it pretty reminiscent for you when you made the decision to enter into the NFL?
Well, it always brings back such fond memories when you're able to see, you know, the people drafted. You know, just watching the draft and seeing the emotion, you sharing it with your family. It's a very similar situation with me. I chose not to go to the draft. You know, my mother, we had lost my mother previously a few months before that, so I really wanted to celebrate with my core people, the people that have supported me and been with me for many, many years, because, you know, as we all know, nothing is achieved overnight, and it takes a community really and a village to raise a child, and I had so many people that helped me get to that place, and I wanted to be more of a celebration of them, that their hard work did not go in vain, and that I was going to take the opportunity that I was given, that God gave us to and elevate, you know, the family, and that's essentially what I tried to do, and I wanted to celebrate it with that. So it was great to see those young people, you know, and its emotion and the crazy suits and the colors and all of the stuff. And so the draft is one of you know, the best times of the year when you see, you know, teams get better and the moves and the trades, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, tonight we're full of surprises. We have yet another one of the Boys and Girls Club's fans with a special message for you tonight. Take a look.
I'm delighted to join you at this wonderful celebration of the Youth of the Year, but also to celebrate a remarkable American, a remarkable human being, my good friend, Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald embodies everything great about Americans who care about their fellow citizens, who are determined that no single person is ever going to be left behind, and who work every day to make sure that that's the case. We know, of course, about Larry's amazing athletic exploits on the football field, just an extraordinary athletic talent. I hope you also know that he's an awfully fine golfer, having won the AT&T National Pro-Am. Larry, I'm still waiting to do that, although I've played several times. But what I really want to just spend a minute focusing on is Larry Fitzgerald as a role model and as an inspiration to our kids. I had the great pleasure and honor of being with Larry at one of the Boys and Girls Clubs in Phoenix not too long ago. And a young man asked Larry, so if I want to be a professional football player, an NFL player, what should I do? And Larry said, study. And then he explained that he himself, he thought, had limited his options despite his great athletic talent by not being as fully devoted to his studies as he might have been when he was in high school. And I could see the light go on for these kids, that what Larry Fitzgerald was saying to them is, yes, pay attention to what you do on the field, but pay attention also to what you do in the classroom. And Larry, of course, is a promise keeper. And so he promised his family and himself that he was going to go back and get that college degree, and he did. And so he is such an inspirational role model for our kids. Larry, I just can't thank you enough for everything that you do every day to make life better for our fellow citizens. And I look forward to taking you on the golf course one of these days.
Condoleezza Rice, great American. I'm surprised you haven't played golf with her yet.
We spent a lot of time around the golf course, but never had the honor of playing with her yet, and something that I really want to do. Obviously, she's
I hear she's good.
Great American ambassadors, and just a wonderful representation for Boys and Girls Club as well. I believe she was. I believe she attended Boys and Girls Club as well, and so what she's done for our country, what she continues to do, you know, as a professor at Stanford, and just all of the wonderful charitable endeavors that she participates in. She's a fabulous person, and wonderful to be able to spend time with.
Not to mention, she's a member at Augusta National.
This is what I know. This is what I know. Yeah, that's unbelievable. What an honor.
Larry, I've been honored to be able to talk to you over the years, interviewing you about your football career and after games. And one of the things that always stands out to me, and it's something that I've taken to heart, is one of your mottos is whatever it takes. And I'm wondering, with all of these great young people here tonight, what advice you would give them?
Well, just listening to the stories, and I got a chance to meet, you know, everybody who's being honored this evening in the back, and just to be able to see just how courageous and intelligent and insightful and enthusiastic these young people are about life. And it would be great if everybody could win the award for the year as the most standout. But you know, I know there can only be one, but everybody's a winner here today. And just to be able to see some of the things they've done overcome, and you know, seeing, you know, a sister and brother, you know, be nominated for this, I mean, it shows you that, you know, this place is really making an impact in their lives in a positive way, and it's great to see. It's great to be able to see it. I wish I was, you know, as well along as these young people were at 17 and 18 years old. I could have definitely done something with myself. Yeah.
I think you did.
Yeah.
I kind of think you did. Maybe a little bit, kind of, sort of. What do you think?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Did he do something with his life?
But they got something special. This group really does have something special.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Yes, they do.
I know you only had a few minutes with them backstage, but what was some of the conversations that you had with them tonight?
Well, I just asked them about, you know, their college choices in terms of what they want to do, and in terms of what schools they want to attend, and what they want to study when they get there. And they were all so enthusiastic to share what their future plans were. And it's great to be able to see the direction and people knowing exactly what they want to achieve. You know, you don't see that too often in young people, but this group is dedicated. They understand what they want to do and the path that they need to take to get there.
All right, now it's time to bring up our boss.
Yeah.
I would like to invite Mr. Bidwell, president of the Arizona Cardinals, and Samia Reese, the 2020 Youth of the Year, to join us out here and present you, Larry, with the Heart of the Champion Award from the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley.
Boss man.
Thank you. Thank you. On behalf of the Arizona Cardinals, our entire organization, my family, I want to congratulate the Today's Kids and Tomorrow's Stars award winners tonight. It's just awesome to see all of their accomplishments, and they have bright futures, and we had a chance to speak to them before to tell them to just keep working hard because they're going in the right direction. The Boys and Girls Clubs have done a terrific job. It's my honor to be invited tonight with Commissioner Goodell and Secretary Rice to present this award to Larry. I think about Larry going back to 2004. I think most folks know that we've just completed the NFL draft for 2021. It's 3 days, just finished it just literally a few hours ago before tonight. And you go back to 2004, Denny Green was our head coach. We were still playing at Sun Devil Stadium, and he told us, he told me, he told my father, I promise you, Larry Fitzgerald is the best player in the draft. We selected him at 3, and I think when you look at everything he's done on the field, the record books, and I'm not going to go all over them all, but he's got so many franchise records for the Cardinals, league records, the second leading receiver in NFL history just behind Jerry Rice. He's done so many great things on the field. We saw some of the things, including the Hail Larry and all the different great plays and the great memories that we have here. There's no question on the football field, he will be a first ballot Pro Football Hall of Fame member. He's won the Rooney Sportsmanship Award, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. He's done so many things. What we didn't realize 17 seasons ago, 11 Pro Bowls ago, and all those awards and records ago is what a great member of not only the franchise, but the community and the National Football League that Larry became. He came as a 20-year-old draft choice out of the University of Pittsburgh, but he's grown into the man he is today. He leads in so many different ways. There's so many things that he did over the last 17 seasons in the community that our community relations department didn't even know about. I remember one Thanksgiving, he got off the practice field, he went over and dropped off a turkey for my father. It was the year after my mom had passed away. He went down to St. Vincent de Paul. He volunteered and served meals down there. He went back to his own house to do his own Thanksgiving. And then when everything had quieted down and visiting hours had stopped at the Phoenix Children's Hospital, Larry called and asked if he could come by and just say hello to the kids one more time. He did that stuff all the time and continues to do all that kind of stuff, all those kinds of things for our community. He has made our organization better. He's part of our football family and our family. He's part of our community and the Arizona family. So it is my great honor to ask that the Heart of the Champions Award be brought forward and that we present it to Larry Fitzgerald. Please join me.
You're welcome. Appreciate you.
Can I get a Larry? Larry.
No,
Larry.
no.
Larry.
Larry. Thank you. Thank you all so very much for not only supporting Boys and Girls Clubs, but also supporting me. This means a great deal to me because I know the standard and what Boys and Girls Clubs means to so many young people around our country, how many lives is impacted in a positive way. Seeing these young people and listening to their stories, it gives me just great hope that we have a tremendously bright future ahead of us because we have some unbelievable young leaders here that are going to be leading us into the next frontier. And to all the people who have sponsored, you know, a lot of my friends are here tonight, and you know, Robert Sarver and John Merwin and Mr. Capelli, Adam Singer, who's on the board here, and so many other people who have been wonderful friends to me over the years. I just want to thank you guys for your leadership, your dedication, and always taking a stand to do the right things in this community. And to the young people, lastly, I just wanted to congratulate you on all your success. And I know it's just the beginning for you guys. You guys are putting in the hard work and you're putting in the dedication, and that hard work and dedication is going to pay off. I promise you guys. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't achieve anything. We talked about it backstage. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do something you put your mind to, because you can. You guys have what it takes. You guys have the fortitude. You have the work ethic. You have everything that you need to be great. So believe in yourselves and continue to rise into the top. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you for this, and I appreciate it. Have a wonderful night.
crazy over here, Mark. The best thing was backstage and hearing some of the kids saying, okay, I want to be able to bid those items one day.
I know. And let's hear it for Jim, our great, fantastic auctioneer. Jim, thank you so much.
We are nearing the big announcements now. There are so many exciting new things coming to the Boys and Girls Club. This is an organization that really is doing whatever it takes for our Valley kids. One of their newer programs is AZ Youth Force, a career pathways program that partners with local businesses like Bank of America, Phoenix Suns Arena, and Jiffy Lube to help teens gain practical work experience through paid internships and create career plans for their future. AZ Youth Force is an equalizer that provides training and mentoring to more than 100 teens a season for jobs and career opportunities.
All right, let's face it. Probably not for you, but for me, finding a job was tough.
It's tough.
When I was young. Especially, I mean, I can't even imagine what it would be like looking for a job during a pandemic. But I am very, very inspired that the Boys and Girls Clubs were able to continue their program and keep kids in their virtual trainings and internships.
Yeah, these kids have to be on top of every employer's and college's prospects list. Let's see who's on this year's list, AZ Youth Force roster, and see what their plans are. It's so exciting.
I'm Anicia. I go to City View High School and I'm class of 2021. I'm planning on going to Chandler Gilbert Community College to study business administration so I can become a realtor in the future. But I think helping people buy homes, because that's something I really want to do, is buy a home and kind of settle down. So kind of helping people through that, I think I would enjoy that so much. I'm Fabiola and I'm a freshman at ASU and I'm currently 19 years old. I actually just realized that as an AZ Youth Ambassador, I'm considering working for a nonprofit like the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley. I'm Fabiola and I'm class of 2024 at Arizona State University.
Hi, my name is Caden. I'm class of 2021 at Basha High School in Chandler, Arizona. I've been switching between aerospace or computer engineering. I'm going to graduate in May from Basha High School, and I'm going to attend Chandler Gilbert Community College, where I'll be studying computer science, and also I've earned my presidential scholarship.
Hi, my name is Nate. I'm 18. I go to Marymount High School, and I'll graduate in 2022. I'm also a junior. You always say, have a good day and have a blessed day. So yeah, it's basically customer service and also helping people. After I graduate high school, I would want to go to NAU, ASU, UCLA, or GCU.
My name's Shayana and I am an AZ Youth Force intern. Being an intern is teaching me how to be a flight attendant in the future by teaching me customer service. After graduation, I would like to study at the University of Phoenix and go into human resources.
Hi, my name is Nevaeh and I'm an AZ Youth Force intern. I'm 17 years old and I am a junior at Phoenix College Preparatory Academy. During my internship with the Phoenix Suns Arena, I've learned to deal with customers and make sure that I'm responsible and on time.
And now we're going to bring back two very special Youth of the Year. Let's bring back on stage Samia Ruiz and Alexis Chico Gonzalez from our 2020 Team Youth of the Year and check in with them.
Good to see you. See you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Go. You put the coat on?
Samia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How's the last year been for you?
Crazy, I would say. I went to my first year of college in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what is that like? I mean, I think, you know, for older folks, I'm talking about myself. You see my chairs going down? This is so weird. It's like going down.
What's going on?
it must be so hard for a young person to have this great thing that you've dreamt about for years, and all of a sudden you're in the pandemic.
Yeah, it was a change for me because I go to an historically black college and university, which is in Nashville, Tennessee, and I go to Tennessee State University. And so, like, it was my dream college, and it was kind of hard for me to, like, I went on a college tour, and when I went there, that's when I fell in love. So I fell in love with the environment, the people, the events that were on campus. They were having a barbecue and they were dancing when I went, and everyone was just so helpful and saying hi, and it also helped that they had my major. And so, like, going there this past year, it was really different to see that it was kind of dead. There wasn't any campus life, and the most social interaction I got was either, like, in my dorm room or when I went to go eat in the cafeteria. And no one really, you don't really talk to people in the library because everyone's, like, doing their homework. So it was that for me.
And everybody's masked up.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
We had very, like, strict, like, social distancing and all of that on campus and stuff. And we had security and stuff who always were like, make sure you have your mask on, stuff like that. And I was already doing that, though.
Got it.
So Chico, I had the opportunity to watch last year's Stars event. Your story is just so amazing. Marsha Mint shared with us. And to recap it for all of you, you're basically a super gifted student who is attending St. Mary's High School this year and getting ready to graduate. And you're the first one, correct me if I'm wrong, that will not only graduate high school, but also college eventually.
Wow. Yes, that's right. My mom is really excited about it. My whole family is. This year, I'm back living at the Boys Hope, Girls Hope. That's a home for students in private schools. They help us focus and help us plan for the future after we graduate with scholarship help and lots more.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. The Arizona Cardinals, we do a lot of events there. I've actually met you before. We came and delivered presents. Football players come from our team, obviously, and give them their wish list for Christmas. So it's such a wonderful home. Truly impressive that you're able to get in. Can you just tell me more about your experience there?
Well, when I was little, I was lucky with the teacher that jumped early in my life when she could see our family was really struggling and like having to grow up fast because my brother had passed away at a very young age, and I was parenting my younger sister at 3rd and 4th grade, and I started to talk like a parent. And when I started to get in trouble in and out of school, this teacher got involved and started to guide me to the right directions.
Wow, well, thank goodness, obviously, for teachers and being able to see something so special in you. And I've had the joy of just getting to know you here tonight backstage. She knew that you had the capabilities to enter into this world, obviously academically gifted, and could really steer you away from some of the negative influences that you had in your life during that time, right?
I think that's right. She helped me get into St. Mary's and get a full scholarship there. And she also helped me get into the Boys Hope, Girls Hope program. And my mom signed me up to the club when I was just 10 years old. That was my other place that saved my life, really. And I found new friends and just a new environment. And the Parsons club director, John, really helped me stay on track for years. And another name for John is Johnny.
So proud of you. Congratulations on everything. So last year, you were a Youth of the Year from the Bob and Renee Parsons branch, and now you're getting ready to graduate. So what's next for you?
I've been working on applications, interviews with schools, and scholarship for months now. And I'm announcing tonight that I'm attending Arizona State University. Woo! And thank you.
Come on, what did I teach you?
Forks up. And then I was elected to be an Obama scholar, so my tuition, books, housing, and meals are covered for the next 4 years. So forks up.
Yes, sir.
Forks up.
Way to go, man.
That's seriously so incredible, Chico. Forks up. Go Devils. Congratulations. And
Were you a Sun Devil?
I was,
All right.
Graduate of 2012.
Nice.
That seems like a long time.
Yeah, I graduated in 2013, so I'm just trying to...
Okay, you're trying to do the math here. Chico, I know everyone in this room was rooting for you last year, and we are just so excited to share in your plans for the future tonight. So now let's turn it over to our friend Samia.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, you were talking about your freshman year. What does it look like going forward?
So going forward, let's see. So right now I'm interning with sports medicine for my football team. And then I'm also, I just got into the honors college. I was on the president's list last year.
Nice.
I had a 4.0. And so I just want to continue doing that and looking at my academics and interning and being involved as I can. And I also work part-time at Starbucks in order to help pay for some of my education.
All right, so to the Cardinals, to my friend Mark Dalton and Mike Bidwell, we might have a candidate to work in your sports medicine department one of these days. So keep an eye on this.
So I have future plans to be here in this stadium working as an athletic trainer for the Cardinals.
Yes.
So I'm hoping for that in the near future.
Congratulations.
Like so many of the youth of the year that we met tonight. Oh, is that your line?
No, that's yours.
Oh,
That's all you?
So the impact the club had me on a very young age is that I was able to become as well-rounded as I am today, be able to be challenged myself academically, and I got involved in sports, and I played wide receiver just like Larry over there in flag football. So I was able to become a well-rounded individual and actually chase my dreams with the support from the club.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I think we're going to welcome another club kid, right?
Yes. So if you didn't know, for the past 3 years, IG Homes Boys and Girls Club has produced the last 3 Youth of the Years. So I followed Ayanna Jameson's footsteps, and following my footsteps is my fellow friend, Vicente Cooks.
Yes.
As you would say, our club has had a three-peat.
Three-peat indeed. How about we bring up Vicente here, this year's Youth of the Year and the 2021 Arizona State Youth of the Year.
All right, Vicente. Have a seat.
All right, Vicente. Well, you've really distinguished yourself at the clubs. You've only been there for 2 years, is that correct? What has your time been like with the club?
With the Boys and Girls Club, in like the 2 years that I've been with them, it feels a lot longer because I didn't want to go to the Boys and Girls Club. My father made a strongly worded request that I go make some friends, and that was like the best suggestion he could have done because I went from not choosing the Boys and Girls Club to...
It chose you.
Yeah, it really chose me and sort of ran with me, and I was like, okay, I'm down for the ride. It was great.
Now I understand that you were the very first participants in the AZ Youth Force. Can you just tell us more about that?
My first memory was actually my first shift at the AZ Youth Force. My first job with AZ Youth Force was working at Ariana Grande concert, and I was terrified because there was a sea of mothers with their daughters. Everyone was wearing fake ponytails. It was very disorienting. And I'm so serious. I'm tasked with, because it was a nuclear bag policy, so I had to tell all these moms of like preteens screaming about Ariana Grande that they couldn't take their purse into the building, and I had to give them a Ziploc bag instead. So that didn't go very well, and yeah. So I was panicking hard. And my manager, Miss Allison, I can't pronounce her last name, but Allison, you know who you are, she's here. She came by, she told me to breathe and relax, and that it was just my job to tell them. It was their job to listen. So she really helped me take away the anxiety and separate the pressure of having a job and the joy of having a job. You have a responsibility, but there's also room to really enjoy it.
All right, we know you're headed to the Regional Youth of the Year competition later this year. We want to get a preview of your speech.
Oh.
It's your time.
Hello, my name is Vicente Cooks. When I was young, I was in love with the idea of being a hero. Because of that, shows like Charmed and Buffy the Vampire Slayer really inspired me to become someone's protector, their hero. My freshman year, I had a best friend. She was goofy and so sweet, but our friendship couldn't take away the pain she had felt before we met. She became suicidal and tried to take her own life. Because we were so close, her pain became mine. As I absorbed her trauma and anxiety over time, her illness became mine, until I wasn't strong enough to help myself, let alone her. I was traumatized. I was 16, so I hated that I couldn't handle the pain, and I was angry that I wasn't strong enough. So I left for Arizona. The unknown environment and people triggered this need for me to protect myself. They stopped being people and became possibilities for pain. I was 16 years old, living in a new place, with a father I knew well, but he didn't quite know the young man I'd grown into. My father and I are so different. I enjoy showing affection to my loved ones. He does not. I am sensitive. He is not. I enjoy having conversations about my future. He's more reserved. My father didn't know anything about what had happened before I came to Arizona. All he wanted was for me to be happy. For him, the solution was go to the Boys and Girls Club, go make some friends. However, for me, the fear of connecting with someone, of building a relationship was too much. Until a man with big glasses and a big goofy smile, Mr. Steven, the teen specialist, greeted me. His friendliness chipped away my panic piece by piece until I felt safe. The club became a place where I wasn't just a cousin, son, or a grandson. I was me, a writer, a designer, most importantly, a place where I was free to be me. The club helps fill voids in my life that I didn't know existed. I participated in activities that helped me grow, such as Money Matters. I volunteered at a local nonprofit playing with children. I am an original participant of AZ Youth Force, and actually, I am the first to be offered employment in the program. The club has given me many things and has become many things to me, like a place to write. Writing has been a powerful tool in my life, helping me to heal and grow into a person that I'm proud to be. I write to keep my joy, to share that joy with someone else, to use my imagination as an armor. I write to keep myself sane, to push myself to be my best, creating heroes that go through the same things that we do, so that we can connect to the humanity in them and be inspired to find the heroes in us. I write because I want to save the world. I will become an English teacher and an author, and a psychologist studying at Prescott College. I want to give youth a place to write their truth, to be themselves and to feel safe in knowing they can do that without judgment. I want to write stories that inspire the same desire that Buffy and Charmed gave to me, to save this world in your own way, and most importantly, to be a hero to those around you and yourself. Thank you.
Incredible. I'm still trying to get him to dance on stage. Vicente, next time, you're going to have to dance for us. He has some moves back there, just like you.
Oh, well, let's
here.
not go there. I don't want to clear the room just yet.
Later, right? Later is for the dancing and mingling after the show. Well, let's find out what each of our Youth of the Year plans to do when they graduate high school. Please welcome back to the stage the 2021 Youth of the Year. All right, we're going to need all of you to get excited for this time.
Come on.
It is time, every one of you, to have been here before, remembering sitting in your room or at your kitchen table, trying to make that decision of what you wanted to do with your future. Give them another round of applause, everyone. And Mark, can you help me introduce our Youth of the Year? It's Decision Day, and we are all here for it.
Absolutely. First up, we have two-time Youth of the Year from the Superstition Mountain Branch. Please meet Dylan Henninger.
Hello. I plan on going to Northern Arizona University to pursue a career in mechanical engineering.
I want you to know Dylan earned top grades with a 4.6 this year and still found time to perform more than 1,200 hours of service.
Wow.
Dylan, what are your plans for the future? Then we'll move on. See, this is what we do. Next on our roster is another star from the Bob and Renee Parsons Club, Jahari Herring. Jahari is a senior at Sonoran High School, president of the Keystone and captain of the club basketball team. Jahari, what are your plans?
I plan on studying at ASU to become a psychologist.
I love that, Jahari. I can tell you it's the most rewarding job in the world. Next up, let's hear from Amaya Jones, one of the Youth of the Year we met earlier tonight. Amaya hails from the Lewis and Elizabeth Sands branch, and she's graduating from Deer Valley High School this month. Amaya, I can't wait to hear who you'll pick.
I'm going to go to U of A and study veterinary science.
Nice.
All right. Bear down. That's so awesome. I cannot wait to hear what you do with your future. It's so exciting. Next up, we're going to meet David Richardson, the Youth of the Year from the Bob Beauvais branch, a Thornwood legacy. David joined the club when he was just 8 years old and has been a leader at school and in the club. David is class of 2021, so he'll graduate next year from Agua Fria High School. He's also a drill commander and a color guard commander in his Air Force JROTC program. David, please step forward and announce your intentions.
I'll be pursuing a career in the United States Navy and using my GI Bill to become a chiropractor.
Wow.
And please welcome back to the stage Hunter Lowry from the Spencer D. and Mary Jane Stewart branch. Hunter is a senior class president at Trevor Brown, and he's finishing up his senior year. What about you? What are your plans?
I'll attend GCU, Grand Canyon University, and get my teaching degree to become a varsity basketball coach.
Congratulations. Next up, let's meet Gabriel Mata. Gabriel's a junior at North Canyon High. He has a 4.3 GPA. Class of 2022, he's been active in multiple service programs at the club while working part-time. He does it all. Let's hear from Gabriel.
After I graduate next year, I dream of attending Massachusetts Institute of Technology to pursue a degree in aerospace engineering.
Wow.
Wow.
Congratulations. All right, folks, we are down to the final two. Ricardo Martinez is one of our youngest recruits. He's the top pick from the Jerry and Helen Wistotsky branch. He's earning a 3.3 GPA at Peoria High School. He'll graduate in 2023. He's a huge soccer star, a community leader, and he has big plans for the future. Ricardo, what's up?
Thank you. I have 2 years left, but I know I want to pursue a career in auto mechanics, welding, or engineering. Therefore, I hope to attend UTI, Universal Technical Institute.
All right, Ricardo. You know that sound, Mark. We have some breaking news here to announce to you, Ricardo. I'm excited to share with you that UTI wants to recognize your hard work, commitment to the club, the community, and your passion to become an automotive technician. So, as a result, UTI is awarding you a full automotive program scholarship that includes the Ford Fact program, where you will have the same opportunity to complete the Ford Service Technician Specialty Training that Ford provides to its dealership technicians. Now, this level of training will give you a 5-year jump start on your career. Congratulations, Ricardo.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. That is absolutely huge. And, well, we are at the final rising star from tonight's roster. Let's welcome back Vicente from the IG Homes branch. Vicente is not only the Boys and Girls Club's Youth of the Year. In March, he went to the Arizona State Youth of the Year competition. He's a senior at Central High School and has huge plans for the future.
Oh. I plan to go to Prescott College in the fall to study for my degree in secondary education English and a master's in psychology.
All right. Thank you so much, Vicente, and all of you. I'm just so grateful personally to have grown up in the Boys and Girls Club. I'm inspired by the stories of these incredible youth and the stories that they shared on this very stage tonight. Let's have one final round of applause for all of our Youth of the Year.
Let's really hear it for them. Folks, we are headed down the home stretch. We want to congratulate all of our Youth of the Year. And now, please welcome to the stage the President and CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley, Marcia Mintz.
I can remember exactly where I was standing on March 13, 2020. It was a Friday, early afternoon, and I gathered our leadership team. The COVID-19 pandemic had hit Arizona, and we had some very big decisions to make. I can still feel the pressure of that day. The state was about to shut down, including schools. I kept thinking that if schools close and we're an after-school provider, what were we going to do? How would we fulfill our mission? What would thousands of kids in Arizona need? What was best to keep them safe? What was best to keep our staff safe? Our mission has and continues to be to empower young people, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible members of the community. In that moment, the kids who needed us most were children of healthcare workers, first responders, and other essential employees. In minutes, we made our decision, and for the next 48 hours, our staff transformed our operations. We opened 10 sites, and our food program, which previously served dinner every day, pivoted, and we provided breakfast and lunch to more than 1,000 kids each day and weekend food for their families. We upgraded cleaning protocols. We went from operating 3 to 7 p.m. to being open 11 hours a day, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. for working families. We worked with essential businesses to ensure their employees had childcare while they were serving our community. From the start, our incredible board of directors activated their networks and corporate partners and community partners. Our resource development team left no rock unturned. We needed to secure additional resources for supplemental food, masks, thermometers, hand sanitizer, cleaning supplies. We reached out for help to fund critical technology upgrades to ensure our kids could continue virtually. Many of you here tonight answered our call and reached out to us. You kept us going, and we are so thankful for your support. Our staff became frontline workers and heroes. They came to work every day, putting their own and their families' health at risk to serve others. I am overwhelmed, humbled, and deeply grateful for their servant leadership. People have asked me, why did Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley remain open when everyone else shut down? So let me answer that question with a story. Right at the onset of the shutdown, I went to one of our clubs, and I saw 3 12-year-old boys huddled against the side of the building around a cell phone. I asked them what they were doing, and they said they were trying to do their homework. My heart broke, and I knew we can do better and we can do more. I took them inside the club, where they each had access to their own computer. After they finished their homework, they asked if we had any food. They were hungry. When Arizona schools remained closed at the start of the year, we opened 18 distance learning sites around the valley. And today, 22 of our 25 clubs are open, and 3 are still offering distance learning. In the fall, we're going to open 5 more sites because we can serve more kids and we can serve them better. Our guiding principle was and continues to be, no family should ever have to choose between their child's education and keeping their jobs. Our clubs are essential. What we do every day from 3 to 7 p.m. matters, sometimes more than school. We are the safe place for thousands of youth and teens. We are the place where they find a caring adult, healthy meals, homework help, mentorship, STEAM, sports and recreation programs, and workforce development opportunities. Now, I have a confession to make. After this year, I'm exhausted. Our whole staff is exhausted. But I have never been more passionate and so sure of our mission and our role in this community. Most importantly, I am resolved. This past year, we have seen the hardest truths about what Boys and Girls Clubs kids and families face every day. Some live in poverty. Some have had experienced trauma in their childhood. Some are in foster care. Many have single parents, and too many face economic and digital divides. But we are their safety net. We make sure caring staff are there for them every day to support, teach, feed, guide, coach, and play. We also ensure that they have opportunities for a great future. Last week, Mesa Mayor John Guile said in his State of the City address, "Through this past year of COVID-19 and the pandemic, we weren't all in the same boat, but we were all in the same storm. It took all of 1 week without access to computers, Wi-Fi, school meals, and childcare for many boats to sink. We have never had so many kids need so much. Over this past year, hundreds of families, frontline workers, relied on the clubs to provide childcare so they could keep our community safe, your family safe, my family safe. One thing that I know for sure is that we are stronger together. Your support last year ensured that thousands of kids and teens were safe and fed and cared for, connected to schools and internships while their parents kept their jobs. And now I am asking each of you here tonight, both in person and virtually, to dig in and dig in deep, to help us open doors and provide access and opportunities for our kids and teens. Your investment in our community will save lives and change lives. Let's take a quick look back at the impact of your support this year.
For thousands of working families and their children, Boys and Girls Club of the Valley has always provided stability and structure in a life filled with challenges. Then the world changed overnight. The COVID crisis intensified the inequities kids and teens were already facing. Everything became harder.
Everything got worse.
Schools closed. Jobs were now at risk. Single parents like Veronica and Dakota were facing an impossible decision.
I'm a single mom of 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl.
I was essential with what I do, and I had to be there. I still had to work.
There was no place for the kids to go.
What do I do with my son?
The community needed our help, so we transformed what we do overnight. Immediately, hours were extended. We became the largest child care provider in the state. We started serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Boys and Girls Club was there, open, and I knew my kids would be safe and taken care of.
Boys and Girls Club was there for me. I met Eric, and he had a rapport with my son right away, and he's like, "I'm Mufasa, and he's my Simba. I got you." He said, "I got you." That was the most secure, relieving feeling I had, knowing he's okay in a safe environment.
But it's not enough just to expand an after-school program.
When you cut off the school environment, it doesn't work for first graders.
To help bridge this pending education crisis, we immediately created learning programs, provided access to connect to school, and added academic success activities. But we couldn't have done this without support. Our local, caring community stood with us.
Definitely takes a village to help raise kids and take care of kids.
We also collaborated with the Arizona Science Center, ASU, and Vista College Prep to provide one-way and two-way distance learning in our technology labs.
They had the resources here, the activities, the energy they have. He needed that environment for his well-being. He was able to focus because he had the support around him, kept him on track, kept him on schedule.
Even though I wasn't with my kids, I knew they were in a safe place. They were playing, they were learning.
We empower young people, preparing them to reach their full potential, even when life is not fair.
My sister relapsed. She was diagnosed with cervical cancer. She got really sick and ended up in the hospital for a few months, then into hospice care.
Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley has always supported the families in our community when they need us the most.
She left me her 6 kids. Now with my kids, that's a total of 9 kids. Obviously, that's a big financial burden, but a big responsibility. But I'm very thankful to have the Boys and Girls Club to help me during this tough situation.
Our staff is trained to help kids feel secure and be confident. We provide emotional support, interventions, and coping strategies.
for my son socially and emotionally, he wouldn't have done well at all. And where he's at right now, he's superseded than what I can imagine. This was needed.
I think emotionally it was a way for them to escape the reality. It's a safe place for kids to learn and enjoy their childhoods, be with other kids their ages, experience different activities, programs, and trips. It's a good place for kids to be and grow up.
This past year has tested us in new ways. We're part of the safety net our youth rely on. We are here, we step up, and we do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Losing my sister was the worst thing I had ever been through. It's still hard to go through. There will never be any words that I can say to thank you for being there for my family. I got the support that I needed and a hug when I needed it the most.
When the community needs us, the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley does whatever it takes. Now we're asking you to stand with us.
Now, more than ever, we need you. We need you.
We need you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to do whatever it takes for these kids. Don't you agree? Yeah, you're all asleep. You've been watching videos for too long. Yeah, that's right. All right. Guys, we got 17,000 kids to take care of. We want to see everybody in the room. Everybody in the room participate tonight, 100%, right? So find your area, find the level you want to be at, and let's raise some money for these kids. Now, ordinarily our starting number is at $50,000, but our honoree stepped up. He matched $100,000 from the Arizona Cardinals, and his friend, Mr. Capelli, also did $100,000. So with that, those three $100,000 donations, I'm going to ask before I move on, if there's anybody in the room that has it in their heart and they would like to match that $100,000 gift, I'd ask you to put your bid number up at this time. Is there anybody here that can match those three at $100,000? Yeah, right. I know that's a reach and nobody was ready for it. So I just thought I wanted to throw it out there.
I see someone. I see someone.
Wait a minute. Number 193, the Baslazales, thank you so much, would like to be $100,000.
Thank you.
Wow. Told ya. Is there anyone else that would like to join them? Wow, guys, we're $400,000 right out of the gate. Thank you guys so very, very much. All right, let's go now to our $50,000 level, and let's get this night started.
For $50,000, your donation will support scholarships for 75 kids to participate in our academic, learning loss, and recreational programs during the summer.
All right. Guys, and to get us started tonight, my friend back there in the back of the room, Mr. Peter Paulson, said he'd like to be $50,000. Thank you, sir, so very, very much for joining us tonight and for that $50,000 donation. There he is, right over there. And I got old and you got far away, so I couldn't even see that far. Okay. Can you holler that number out at me, guys? 428. 428, there we go. 428 is in there for $50,000. Who else would like to join them at the $50,000 level and round us off to that even $500,000 mark? Anybody else at $50,000? Okay, let's move on now to it. Let's give him another round of applause, guys, for that $50,000 donation. Okay. They gave you guys dessert too early. You're getting kind of logy on me. So let's go to the $25,000 level. Let's get the energy up in this room.
Come on, we need your support for our character and leadership programs, such as Keystone, LIT, and Teens Take the Lead. Each $25,000 donation will fund a leadership program at a club so 30 youth ages 12 to 17 can develop life skills and experiences needed to become tomorrow's leaders.
All right, guys, and here we are at the $25,000 level. If you've got that in your heart, if you have it in your financial wherewithal to do so, put your numbers up. Oh, look at what we got here. It's Big Red. All right. I need some energy in the room, big man. Can you help me out here a little bit? He says, yeah, let's do this. All right. Well, welcome to Stars, Big Red. Let's get those numbers up for $25,000. Number 449 said, let me be first for $25,000. Outstanding. And number 138 said, we're in for $25,000. Chris, Kimberly, thank you so very, very much. Number 527. Glennis, was that you? I haven't seen you all night. Hi, Glennis. Good to see you very much. Glad to have you here with us tonight, of course. I called the number out over here. Oh, 527. There it is. The Moffats. Thank you guys so very, very much. So there's 3. Who would like to round that off, make another $100,000 out of it? Anybody else at $25,000? All right, let's hear it for all 3 of them, guys. Outstanding. Another $75,000 we just raised. Where are we at? That's over $500,000. We're $525,000. Let's move on now to our $10,000 level.
Our Healthy Lifestyles program includes league sports like flag football, baseball, junior sons basketball, to give all kids a chance to play and stay active and healthy and build essential character skills.
All right, guys, at the $10,000 level, you know, if we get 10 of you, we can match that $100,000, right? So let's do this. For $10,000, put those bid numbers up at this time. Here we go. Number 537 says, let me be first. Number 498, good bidder all night long. Thank you very much, says I'm in. Number 162 says I'm in. That's 3 of them. Who else? Number 358 said I'm in. Number 298 said I'm in. Number 556, good job, Big Red, said I'm in. Who else? Oh, right over here, number 231. 231, that's right, 231 said I'm in. And in the back over here, let's go back there, man, we got to see who that is. He said, watch this. I'm keeping up with him, see? This is me running. Is it 396, Big Red? 396? That's it, right? You bet. 396 is in for $10,000. Guys, let's give him a round of applause. That's a huge. Really? That's 8. I need 2 more to match that $100,000. Well, take a look at this. I'm coming right back down here again because I can't read any of this. It's 593. Said we're in for $10,000. Thank you very, very much. And number 408 says I'm in for $10,000. That's $100,000 we just raised right there. But you know what? We've got, yes. Number 494 said I want to be number 11. Outstanding. Was that because Larry's number is 11? Is that why you did that? Yeah, absolutely. Outstanding. $110,000. Anybody else? Yes, over here. They're pointing over here, but I don't see the number. There it is. Number 610 said put me in for $10,000. Thank you very, very much. Wow. $120,000. Anybody else at the $10,000 level? I'm just going to stay down here. It's a little easier. All right, guys, that's 12 people. But guess what? Number 290 said, put me in for $10,000. Thank you so much. Very, very much. Outstanding. 13 people at $10,000. Anybody else at the $10,000 level? Guys, you helped a lot of kids tonight. Thank you very, very much. Let's give them a big round of applause. $130,000 we just raised. All right, guys, let's go down to the $5,000 level.
So your $5,000 investment will support the case management of a teen for 1 year so we can prepare kids for a successful future through AZ Youth Force. Absolutely right. If $5,000 fits your budget, go ahead and put those numbers up. Who are you pointing at, Big Red? Right over there. Number 308 is in for $5,000. Outstanding. Number 216 is in. Number 467 is in. Number 450 and number 483 are all in for $5,000. Number 333, Big Red caught that one. Number 292 is in for $5,000. Sir, are you trying to raise your hand? No, I want Big Red to come over here. I already gave Oh, you want to see Big Red? Okay. Well, all the way over to the side. Over here, Big. Say the number out loud. Never mind, I'm coming down to see you. There's 3 of you back there. I'll be over there in just a second. Do it again. 411. You got the knowledge right there. Much. Number 393 is in. Number 285 is in. Number 5.
Hold it real still. 585 is in for $5,000. Number 468 is in for $5,000. Number 538 is in for $5,000. Wow. All the way over here, Big Red's chasing them down. Number 391 is in for $5,000. 411 we got already? 393. Didn't I call 393 already? Yeah, I already got 393. We're good. At 411 we got. Outstanding. Thank you guys very, very much. They just want their picture taken with Big Red. All right. Who else would like to be $5,000? Put your number up. All I got spotlights, so it's hard to see you guys. So how many was that, Troy? That was 70,000, right? 14? 14 people, $70,000 we just raised. Let's give them a round of applause. That's a huge gift, $5,000. All right. So we go now to the $2,500 level.
Your contribution of $2,500 will support our Wellness Coach program. These are licensed behavioral and mental health professionals who spend time in the clubs providing immediate intervention and tools our youth need to get back on the right path.
All right, here we go for $2,500. Let's make this happen. Put those numbers up. Number 567 is in. Number 574 is in. Nope, can't read that one. All right, hold on. I'm sorry, Marcia. This is going to take time. I gotta get on my horse. Number 580 is in for $2,500. Number 491 is in for $500. Number 502, thank you, is in for $2,500. Number 540 is in for $2,500. Number 606 and number 600 is in for $2,500. Who else could join them? Number 520 is in. Number 418 is in for $2,500. It's a good thing I lost weight. I'd be huffing and puffing by now, I tell you what.
Keep moving, Jim, keep moving.
You know, I don't know how Larry does this on the field all day. Number 748 is in for $2,500. Have I missed anybody? Anybody else at $2,500? Troy, where are we at? One more makes it $30,000 even. Number 413 said, put me in for $2,500. And there's $30,000. So there's $100,000 just in those two levels. That's outstanding. All right, guys. Yes. What am I missing? Oh, over here, number 247 said, I want to be $2,500, and I'm keeping my hand up until you see me. Thank you, dear, very, very much for that $2,500 donation. All right, deep breath. We're going to go to the $1,000 level. Guys, if you're watching this online, I want to invite you to please go ahead and go to your phone and put that and put that number in. Go ahead and press those buttons with us. We'd love to have you join us in that way. So let's go now to the $1,000 level.
So this year, Boys and Girls Clubs will serve almost 700,000 meals and snacks across our 25 clubs. Please help us ensure that none of our kids go to bed hungry tonight with a $1,000 contribution for our supplemental food program.
You know, I think it was awesome what you said about the clubs didn't close. Went to 2 meals a day, 700,000 of them. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of kids to feed. That's a lot of meals to make. $1,000. Let's get this done, guys. If $1,000 fits your budget, let's feed some kids. Number 243 said, I'm in right out of the gate. Number 299 said, we're in too. Thank you, guys, for that $1,000. Number 313 said, I want to be $1,000. I'm going to come over this side and then work my way all the way around. Number 354 said, I'm in for $1,000. Number 294 said, put me in for $1,000. Back here we got, hold them still, don't wave them, I see you. Number 385 and number 750 both want to be $1,000. Thank you. Number 356 is in for $1,000. Number 354 said, I'm in for $1,000. Number 371 is in for $1,000. Thank you. Number 741 is in for $1,000. Thank you very, very much. All right, moving over here to the middle. Anybody here? Yes, number 603 said, please put me in for $1,000. Number 604 said, we're going with them for $1,000. Outstanding. Number 583 and number 171 both said they want to be $1,000. Number 577, thank you. Number 175 and number 563 all want to be $1,000. Number 544 is in for $1,000. Okay, I'm going to come to the front of the room now. Number 486 is in for $1,000. Number 500 is in for $1,000. He's got his turn sideways, so I'm going to have to come over here. Number 487 is in for $1,000.
Thank you
Number
so much.
479 is in for $1,000. Guys, you're all awesome. Absolutely awesome. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody?
Yep, this
Yes.
side.
Over on the other side again. Number 239, is that right? 239 is in for $1,000. Thank you very, very much. And I got people pointing back here. Oh, I missed two of them back here. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Number 623 is in. Number 738 is in for $1,000. Wow, that's awesome. Where are we at, Troy? That was 26. I need 4 more. 4 more. I can do 4 more. Watch this. These guys don't quit. They don't give up. Who we got? I need 4 more to hit $30,000 again. Anybody else for $1,000?
So, Jim?
Yes?
Our friend Steve Ortega at Leslie's Pools has announced that if we can raise $1,000 gifts, he will match it with a $30,000 contribution.
Oh, my. So that $30,000 is now doubled if we can get it done. Outstanding. Okay, I'm 4 away. Look at this. 333 is in. 353 is in. I need 2 more. We'll match the $30,000. Over here, we've got, whoop, here I come, here it come, here it come. Number 809 is in for $1,000. I'm 1 away. 331 said, put me down for $1,000. Number 308 said, I'll go down for $1,000 just in case Troy miscounts because he's from Bellingham and he can do that. So, guys, there's $30,000 we just raised and another $30,000 to match it. So another $60,000 for the kids. Outstanding. All right. Now, time to go to our final level of the night, $500.
Your $500 donation will ensure our youth and teens have vibrant and diverse arts programs, music, theater, recording studios, pottery, painting. Please help them have that opportunity to access all the arts.
All right, guys, our final level of the night for $500. I'm going to start this side this time, just because I want to be fair. Okay, I see one back there. Be right there. At $500, if that fits your budget and you have it in your heart to do so, put your number up at this time. Here we go. 478 said I'm in for $500. Number 463 said we're also in for $500. Thank you very, very much. Anybody else over here? Okay, coming back here. Oh, I got a forest back here. So let's go on back here. 546 said I'm in for $500. Thank you. Number 203 is in. Number 588 is in. Number 587 is in. Number 550 is in. Boy, you guys all jumped. Thank you all so very, very much. Anybody else at $500? If you haven't done it yet, do it now. So here we go. For $500, I'm coming in the back of the room, and that's number 616. 616 for $500. Number 368 is in for $500. And I'm moving my way across the middle of the room. Anybody else at $500? Okay, I'm going to come. Yes. What? I'm walking. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, back of the room is lit up. Number 740, number 422, number 417, number 419, number 201.
Go Connect.
All want to be.
Thank you, Connect Leadership.
Yeah. All right, they all jumped in there. 417 and 422 we got, and then up front here we got number 271, and turn the other one just a little bit. 272, that makes perfect sense. Number 239, all of them want to be $500. Number 296 said put us in for $500. Outstanding. Anybody else at the $500 level? Yes, we do. Number 234 is in for $500. We need one more. I need even numbers to that, he says. What do you got? Number 315 said we're in for $500.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's an even $10,000. Well, guess what? We're going to throw you off now. Is that 401?
We've got more on this side.
We got more on this side. I come over here.
Look at the screen. Look at the screen, Jim.
Excuse me,
it's Jumbotron. Turn around.
461 and 481 are both in. Thank you. See, you're helping me. You're helping me. That's outstanding. All right, you guys can find them. Anybody else at $500? All right, Troy, you've been thrown off. You can do 2, huh? All right. So where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, now he needs time. He's got to take his shoes off so he can count. Okay. What?
99,500. I need 500.
Are you lying? 499,500. Number 483 said, put me down for 500. Round it off to a cool $500,000.
Thank you so much.
Wow. All right. Thank you, guys. $500,000 we just raised. But yeah, that's outstanding. All right.
That's outstanding.
Uh-oh, kicker. Number 549 lost his number in the shuffle there for a while, but he found it. And he wants to join up for 500. So now we got to go get the other $500,000 since he did that. So, yeah, we're an odd number. What are we supposed to do? All right. Guys, over $500,000. Those of you that are watching us online, thank you very, very much. We appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Thank you guys all for what you did tonight. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, now people online obviously can't do this, but our bidding is done for the night. So if you want to, if you've done $100,000 or if you've done $500 and you've got it in your ability to do another $250, all you got to do is rip the number off of your catalog and hand it to the referees that are around the room. If you'll just rip it off and hold it up, the referees will come collect it, $250, and we'll call that a night. So, and those of you online, if you're still with us, go ahead and hit your button for $250. Let's raise all we can. Guys, thank you so very, very much. You've been wonderful all night long. Let's go back to our program. Let's see how it's going to end. Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much, Jim. What an incredible job helping raise thousands of dollars for our kids. We are so grateful to each of you here tonight for giving us your time and your investment in thousands of youth we serve. So you can imagine a program like this does not happen magically. Our board of directors, more than 50 members strong, spend countless hours working to make tonight a reality and success. This year, I want to especially thank Steve Ryan, who worked tirelessly on our behalf to ensure tonight would be a success. Thank you, Steve. We could not have done it without you. And each year, one of our board members steps up to chair this event, but we figured since it's a pandemic year, we probably need 2 chairs to step in. We tapped into 2 of our great leaders, and I'm pleased to welcome to the stage and thank Jody Sarche and Basel Zaidi to come on up and thank them for chairing this incredible evening.
I want to thank our amazing committee bringing everyone together this evening, planning one of the Valley's first big in-person events since the start of the pandemic was no easy task. From pulling in place new health and safety protocols to coordinating with sponsors, venue staff, attendees, and so many others, tonight would not have happened without the committee's amazing efforts in the midst of still challenging times. Let's take a moment to thank our judges one more time. Thank you to Nicole Bidwell, Arizona Cardinals, Javier Gutierrez from the Arizona Coyotes, Callie Kozlak from the Arizona Department of Education, and the talented Alex Lang of the Phoenix Symphony. It's always a difficult job to choose a winner. On behalf of the Youth of the Year, please join me in thanking our esteemed judges.
And speaking of winners, it's now time to announce the raffle winner of the incredible Top Tech Home Office must-haves donated by our friends at Cox Communications. This raffle package includes all the tech products you'd want and need to work and play at home, including a MacBook Pro, 2 Apple Watches, digital camera, ring light, Apple AirPods, MagSafe charger, and VR Oculus Quest. And the winner is, just like the award shows, you got to pull it out here, guys, real time. Amy Gittler and Michael Silliman. Congratulations. Thank you again to tonight's sponsors who have given so much to support this very special event. Arizona Cardinals, Arizona Diamondbacks, Banner Health Systems, CIT, Crescent Crown, Inside Enterprises, Leslie's Pools, Steve and Mary Ortega, the Bob and Renee Parsons Foundation, Sands Chevrolet, Universal Technical Institute, and Wells Fargo.
And let's take one more opportunity to say congratulations to this year's honoree, Larry Fitzgerald. Thank you for all you do for our Valley youth. We really appreciate it. And a very special thank you to Lisa Matthews and Mark Curtis for emceeing our first signing day.
Thank you, guys. Well, I want to thank all of you because thanks to your generosity, we have raised over $2 million tonight.
Wow.
None of this happens without you. I want to congratulate Larry. Lisa, what a pleasure working with you.
Thank you so much. A pleasure to work with you. I grew up watching this guy on television, hoping one day we would be able to co-anchor together. So
Well,
my dreams came true tonight as well.
And mine too, and it was a pleasure and an honor to be with all of you tonight. Larry, wherever you are, congratulations. Thanks to Mike Bidwell and the Cardinals organization for allowing this first post-pandemic event to take place. Of course, the big benefactors are the Boys and Girls Clubs, and again, your generosity blows us away.
Yeah, it truly was an honor to be here tonight. You know, the Boys and Girls Club always felt like a home for me. I was talking to you backstage about those days. Every Tuesday I would be there to teach Zumba class and mingle with the kids and everyone at the branches, so it was always so much fun and a big part of my life. And I'll be on the lookout for those third graders. You guys have some talent coming into these clubs, and it's so exciting to see. Everyone, I hope you had a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us, and remember to mask up while standing around, but stick around and enjoy the band JTM3 and some extra special game night snacks, and we'll see everyone next year. Thank you, everyone.
I'm free to be Yeah, I'd like to see you moving right across the floor. I'd like to do it to you, babe, tell you how for more. Yeah, I'd like to reggae, but you're much too fast for me. I'd like to make sweet love too. You can make me sweet. So boogie on, reggae woman. What is wrong with you? A boogie on, reggae woman. What you trying to do? Oh, what you trying to do, baby? Yeah, I'd like to see two people fall deep in love. I'd like to see you in the bar under the stars above. I'd like to see two people fall deep in love. Oh, yes, I would, baby. I'd like to see you in the bar under the stars above. So boogie on, reggae woman. What is wrong with me? A boogie on, reggae woman. Baby, can't you see? Oh, can't you see it, babe? Come on. Yeah, I like to see you moving right across the floor. I'd like to do it to you, babe, tell you how for more. Yeah, I like to reggae, but you're much too fast. Oh, baby, you're much too fast for me. I'd like to make love to you. You can make me scream. Oh, yes, you can. So boogie on, reggae woman. What is wrong with you? Boogie on, reggae woman. What you trying to do? Oh, what you trying to do, babe? Boogie on, reggae woman. What is wrong with me? Boogie on, reggae woman. Baby, can't you see? Oh, 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 oh. You don't have to go. Oh, 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 oh. You don't have to go, no. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, please, please don't go. All those tears I cry, all those tears I cry, baby, please don't go. Well, I read the letters you wrote me that made me mad, mad, mad. Well, I read the words that you told me that made me sad, sad, sad. Well, I still love you so, can't let you go. I love you. Oh, baby, I love you. Oh, 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 oh. Every breath I take, oh, 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 oh. Baby, every move you make, oh, 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 oh. Baby, please don't go. No, oh, 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 oh. You hurt me to my soul, oh, 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 oh. You hurt me to my soul, oh, 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 oh. Baby, please don't go. And I read the letters you wrote me that made me mad, mad, mad. And I read the words that you told me that made me sad, sad, sad. Well, I still love you so, I can't let you go. I love you. Oh, baby, I love you. Oh, yeah. No, oh, oh, oh.